Please come in. Welcome. Welcome to Alchemist.
Come over here. Ah, you are following me.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
The internet is becoming the town square for the global village of tomorrow.
We are all now connected by the internet like neurons in a giant brain.
But I am only against the fake news media or press.
Who controls the past controls the future. Who controls the present controls the past.
Imagination is more important than knowledge. For knowledge is limited, whereas imagination embraces the entire world.
Hi! Welcome to the lounge. Thank you.
And here we have our first edible impression, which is called the Daisy. I like the little hop.
Yeah, that's cute. Oh no, what?
Oh,
What?
it doesn't taste like meat.
What does it taste like? I bet you nutty.
It tastes like, it's like very mild and a little bit floral, and it just kind of tastes like a piece of bark, but it doesn't taste like dirt. It just tastes very like clean and like floral.
Well-
It tastes like really floral.
Oh no.
And now you made a bouquet.
Over the top, you'll find langoustine tartare set into an almond cream, and then a layer of Ossetka caviar. This is one of a couple of times that we give a small suggestion of the best way to enjoy. So we recommend to have this in 2 bites, but the first bite should be the entire top half of the sphere. So from the top down, getting the caviar, the tartare, and the first half of the ball all in there with a mouthful. Enjoy.
Thank you very much. Smoky, like being in the forest. But that was the ball. I don't know how to describe the other part.
This diagram is observed all over the world, such as giraffe skin cells, desert sands, even our DNA cells. So this is where we're combining science with astronomy, because the laksa soup is a very traditional Malaysian soup, often enjoyed very spicy and very hot, but we're going to serve you in an ice cold method, using some coconut, some shrimp paste, yellow habanero, and some pineapples as well. The diagram that you see on top has been actually tinted with red fermented cabbage juice as well. So we encourage you to enjoy this in just a couple of sips.
Perfect omelet is usually traditionally recognized as the French technique. It's a technique that usually when you go to culinary school you get graded on. It showcases the mastery over simple proteins. They give you 3 eggs, a little bit of butter, salt, and pepper, and you have to create these 3 textures. It's got to be very sheen on the outside, no bubbles, no color. On the inside, the softest scrambled egg. And then slowly kind of roll it to keep everything inside and make this a perfect little package. It has vexed many a cook throughout history, and chef is no different. So he's kept trying to iterate and trying the latest one. On the outside, you have actually a membrane made out of egg yolks that have been flavored with black pepper through sound waves. On the inside, an emulsion and a spoon.
Black pepper through sound waves?
Yes. I'll tell you. On the inside, you have comté cheese and eggs made into an emulsion. And lastly, it is finished off with a thin layer of pancetta and small black truffle dots. Yeah. We ask that you enjoy this in 1 bite. You all look like you're wearing very nice clothes, and we wouldn't like to mess with that by biting into the omelet itself. Yeah. It is also served at 48 degrees just to make sure that you have the perfect experience.
Thank you. How do we
Best way is 2 to 3 fingers. Bring the plate as close as possible to your face and enjoy.
Thank you very much.
And I'll come back and tell you all about the hot pepper.
I like the plating. Oh, it's a hot plate. So cute.
Favorite any?
Aroma of black pepper that we've extracted using
Whoa, it's so nice to hold.
I recommend this one just to take it because it's a sweetie soup.
It's really nice. I would eat like a few of them for breakfast. Really cute.
So it's a Japanese mochi dough, which is filled with a bit of Gruyere cheese, some Rosalita ham from Salamanca, the best ham in Spain. And then, of course, it's cryo fried, so frozen down to minus 80 degrees, and then heated up to 200 degrees just afterwards. So you get a super crispy shelf, but a soft inside, and then brushed with a bit of truffle. So take it up your fingers, break it into 2, and then eat it in a few bites. Enjoy.
Oh, it smells so good. Wow.
What you have in front of you is our Alchemist take on a vodka and tonic. So this is utilizing a locally produced vodka in a town called Roskilde, not even 45 minutes from here. It's been filled with a sea buckthorn marmalade made from inverted sugar that even at such a low temperature still retains a liquid consistency. We have brought it up to -30 to serve it to you now. This one is still quite cold, so I recommend having it in a few bites so it doesn't shock your palate or give you any cravings.
So now you can see service and how they're carrying the impressions that you just enjoyed in here. But during the day, this is where they come up with all the animal ones. Up to the ceiling, it is go 24 meters up high, and this is the only room where you can see how tall everything is.
Oh, interesting.
Like your overall idea of what you're going to experience tonight.
To expect to not know what's next.
Yeah, very good. Here we have our wine tower. It can store up to 10,000 bottles. Currently, we have an approximate of 9,500. Underneath white wines. Right over here we have the sparkling and the champagne. And then here, as well as up top, we have the red wines. So welcome to the next part of the experience, which is the dome. This is our main dining room, where you'll spend majority of your evening. So the audio that you're also listening to for this content by our sound producer, he kind of took inspiration from Interstellar and Space Odyssey to kind of create this space atmosphere. This impression, we're talking about an invasive species in Denmark. It is called the moon jellyfish. So as a solution to the invasive species problem is to consume more of these fishes. So here we are serving you an actual moon jellyfish, but it's actually very difficult to do that, and Alchemist itself is considered to be the only restaurant in Scandinavia that is doing it because we're serving you raw, and in order to do that we acquired a certain certification because the jellyfishes are they share the same water, so if one fish is sick, it makes the other one sick and fully pollutes everything. So every morning our kitchen receives it, we control the pH level of the water, making sure each one is healthy, and we cut it a la minute 10 minutes prior to serving it. It is served in a melon and pazu sauce with a little bit of wasabi oil. So with your spoon you can take out the actual jellyfishes, but if you have any remainder sauce, you can also feel free to hold the cup and just sip it as you go.
So here the eye is keeping an eye on you. It's the black part that's edible. It's Rosetta and Beriri caviar, or stress reduction caviar from Belgian caviar. It's new peas, new potatoes, a little bit of lovage, and razor clam. All hidden in the black part. You take your spoon, go all the way to the bottom, you get these beautiful layers from bottom.
Wow, cool.
A butter poached Danish lobster claw. The powder that you see on top is a tomato powder, and on the side you have a buttery, peppery horseradish sauce topped with the same fermented tomato powder. That's a lobster claw, so we have the butter poached claw, and we put it in the actual mold, and it's dipped in vodka and cornstarch and created it in this method as well.
Thank you very much.
Of course.
I've never had lobster before, so I don't know. The crab tastes kind of fishy.
Here we're transitioning onto a content that is called scales. So it is the scales of the koi fishes, and it is showcasing we are using natural beings to create abstract art with this content. Here we have Plastic Fantastic, an impression where we're going to talk about underwater ocean pollution. After the pandemic, since we were using a lot of single-use plastics, not everything was controlled, and actually most of them ended up in the ocean, making it 1/3 more polluted after the pandemic with how plastic use we have. And when there's a strong current in the ocean, it creates a vortex that collects all the garbage patches. Because of this, the garbage patches are clashing into each other and creating a lot of little microplastics. So when we observe this little patch from afar, we see the physical large one, but when we observe it very closely, it is a cloud of small filled with microplastics. Small fishes have a very hard time distinguishing it, and they consume it, leading to larger predators consuming it, and eventually it ending up in our bodies. So the impression in front of you that you see is showcasing what food might potentially look like in the future if this issue persists. We have codfish shake in a batter of collagen and tapioca. It is topped with summer pickles. On the very top we have edible plastics. So we encourage you to enjoy this with your hands, and afterwards we have some towels here for your fingers as well.
This is very good, or very fun.
impression for you that is called crab toast. This one is actually inspired off the very Danish traditional dish that is called peska crab. But you will try our version of it where we're talking about utilizing all parts of the animal. Conventionally, we just enjoy the claws and other parts are being discarded, and it's creating a lot of marine wastage. So with this concept in mind, in front of you, you'll find a thin slice of bread. Placed on an exo sauce, a sphere of crab, along with a little bit of prawn as well. On the very top, you have shredded crab meat coming from all different parts, such as the neck and the tail of the claw. Enjoy.
This is the Danish summer. On top you will find a little bit of seasonal ingredients such as strawberries, which have been partly pickled as well between green and red strawberries, with a marmalade made of tomato as well. Have two French kisses. Enjoy your kiss.
Thank you very much. It tastes really good. It was interesting. It's kind of like eating from someone's mouth a little bit.
Yeah. Was it like, oh, or was it like, oh, it's okay, it's an interesting...
It was exciting.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're down for that.
Okay.
A white bean stew, which we 3D print, so printed in layers. We reinverted it, and then we add a little bit of light here to create a picture of Picasso. So one of Picasso's favorite things to eat was this white bean stew. We often eat it with like sausages from Spain, so the spicy ones, and have them as a chips on the side. You can take it and swipe it into Picasso sauce.
Cool.
Okay.
Thank you for the honor.
Thank you.
So here we have an impression that is called food for thought. With this one, we're actually talking about paying respect to the animal and paying a tribute to that. And in order to do that, it is a way to kind of enjoy all parts of the animal. And it's also a concept that is enjoyed in many different cultures and cuisines, that we enjoy all different parts of the animal because we are respecting it. With this thought in mind, we also wanted to highlight an ingredient that is enjoyed in a lot of different Asian cuisines, but it's not well introduced in Western and European. So with this thought in mind, in front of you, you will find lamb spring. It is a cherry cloud filled with lamb spring cream, cherry gel, topped with freeze-dried lamb spring. So with this one, we're going to encourage you to pick up in one finger and enjoy in 1 or 2 bites.
Oh, okay, we're not eating the brain.
Oh, no, that's just for you to... Of course.
It's a bit more. It's a bit more. No, the food is. I thought the food is quite good. Was it? Because
Here we have an impression that is called pigeon in the grave. With this one, we have actually dry aged the pigeon in beeswax for 14 days, and it is being served inside it. And it has been, while it's cooking, it's being turned by our chefs every 5 seconds, so all parts are being evenly cooked in distribution. You also have a marinade of Australian winter truffles, and it's in a pigeon along with a beeswax shoe.
So we don't eat wax?
So as mentioned, we're entering kind of gamey, a little bit of salty, meaty flavors. and this one is called Voyager's Cauldron. So we're going to give you a little bit of saltiness, as mentioned, from a dry-aged Madeira, but it's combined with a little bit of Palo Cortado along with Lancon, so it's having a little bit of sweetness as well, hints of kind of cocoa, a little bit of chocolatey as well, so to balance the meatiness and oily richness you'll experience. This one is actually called Future. So since we're talking about technology, AI, internet, it is kind of becoming the future of utilizing all the different elements and techniques. And here we are showcasing that with the different lighting as well.
Thank you.
Hi, good evening. How is the evening so far?
Very great.
Good? Perfect. So the next impression for you tonight will be the air bread. So here it is. It's 27 layers of potato starch that we've been brushing with brown butter and reduced onion broth. Then we freeze it to -80, and we put it right away in the oven, which allows it to puff and get really crispy. That's our attempt to make a gluten-free puff pastry, kind of, as it's made with potato starch, but still with the typical butteriness of normal puff pastry. Then we top it off with an emulsion made of roasted yeast, as well as egg yolk, creme fraiche, and even more brown butter that we put into a siphon to get airy and fluffy texture. And we finish it off with Joselito ham from Spain 2019, so aged 6 years. It's actually the same ham as you got downstairs in the lounge for the bikini. So if you like the bikini downstairs, I guess you might like this one.
Thank you very much.
I recommend you to enjoy it in one big bite to get all the flavors at once.
The chef takes a lot of his inspiration from different Japanese gastronomy. So in order to create it, there was a lot of different concepts of making it, but you can see that the branches, we have utilized a very traditional Japanese brush stroke. It is called a sumi-e style. And then the very top blue that you see is called a Persian blue. It was created back in 17th century by an alchemist, actually. And during that time, they made it accidentally because they wanted to make a very vibrant color of red, but then the plan didn't go as well, so they made it accidentally blue. But it was so vibrant that during that time, nobody had seen such a color. It got really famous. So artists such as Van Gogh and Monet used it a lot. And then a century later, it was introduced in Japan, and we can see it in the painting The Great Wave of Kanagawa by Hokusai. So it is showcasing that. But the music that you're listening to has been created by our sound producer. For 2 months straight, he was listening to 16th to 18th century traditional music and played with a symphony, utilizing a lot of different traditional Japanese instruments as well. So it's a very nice one to share.
Yeah, thank you very much.
So you have to open the lid.
Next impression here we call hunger. It's this some of the most sustainable meat there is on the planet. So it's rabbit meat that has been cured. So it's cured for like 4 hours. So it's kind of still raw, but get a little bit more texture to the meat. And they were served with a harissa sauce I had when I was in South Africa. So a lot of spices and a lot of cinnamons and chilies and that. So peel off the rabbit meat from the rib cage. It's the loin.
Peel.
Bueno, entonces por aquí el primer vinito que vamos a continuar con las primeras impresiones de marisco. Este sería la semana, sobre todo con las impresiones que van a pedir de marisco. Para quemar marisco.
Sorry, I'm going to reserve my thoughts until after this.
Actually, the right this is like a very I've never seen anything in a hot
First location of Alchemist we had, there was an impression that urged guests to kind of, there was a little QR code where if you sign it, you would be redirected to a website that we've created that you could become an organ donor. And Chef actually received a phone call well, saying that approximate of 70% of guests did sign up, and that was a very big moment for him where he realized the stories we're telling you, the messages we're talking about, it is actually resonating with some people. So it was a very touching moment for him with the concept of holistic dining, that it is having a big impact. So you would see that the heart itself is beating at 40 beats per minute. It is actually the ideal state for our heart to beat when we're sleeping, when we're relaxed. But modern day, with the overstimulation of everything that's been going around us, barely beating at that rate. Since we're talking about organ donation, there was a 13-year-old girl. She was an English girl. Her name was Jemima Liesel. She passed away from brain damage, but before that she became an organ donor, and she was actually able to save 8 lives, which is the highest number of lives someone is able to save. So you'll find 8 orchids placed around the content paying a tribute to her as well. And keep this thought in mind, because later on we will be touching on the spaces of it again as well. The impression is called wiped out. 50% of the wildlife have decreased. Another big indication of climate change and how it's affecting even the smallest little insects, along with the lack of biodiversity, how it's having a bad ecosystem on the ecosystem. But we're going to ask you to wipe it out. On top of your glass, you have a little experiment that we had where we have mealworms, and we have made a galangal sauce based on the mealworms. On top of your glass, we will find the actual mealworms as well, along with the edible flowers and herbs. So behind your glass, you have a little squidgy. We're going to encourage you to wipe it off and enjoy the bugs as well. Good?
Thank you. It's like it feels a little bit like Fear Factor, but in upscale.
Chicken. In these tiny cages, unable to move, stacked upon each other. Because of the harsh living conditions, they get very scared, and the cortisol level rises so high to the point that when we consume these chicken, it actually affects our own levels as well. In front of you, you have a different chicken. It is a happy chicken. It is coming from a place that is called Copenhagen, where they have 5 times more flow times than regular chicken, 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep. Because of this, the chicken are happier, so they're bigger, their meat are more juicier and tender and more delicious. In front of you, we have an actual deboned chicken claw. On top is a souffle of chicken, fried pure shrimp. It has been glazed with green curry spices, and it has been rolled in hot potato. So in order to consume the chicken, you have to set it free from the cage. We encourage you to just hold the claw and just enjoy the chicken.
That smells good. You look like you're not excited about this one.
So we are inside the mother's womb, and if you notice, there's like veins inside, around us, surrounding us as well. The music is a choir singing together, so it is representing a community, meaning that, you know how we say it takes a village to raise a baby, so we're representing that. But the forefront is a female's voice, so it's the mom's voice calming the baby down, and moving from the heart, we have transitioned onto the womb. And there's a little baby is being born because we're now giving birth to it.
Yes, you're enjoying everything? Alright, so I would love to present you the next impression. And this one, it's something which we call reflections. It's a little bit difficult to see, but can you see projecting on the top the lights of the rainbow?
Because jellyfish is
Especially in the 80s, you will be able to see it a little bit. Thank you.
Scandinavia is
So this is our own way to bring the colors of the rainbow flag, because here in Alchemist we think in diversity and also identity is very important. That's why we always want to have this flag represented with us. But you can enjoy it. It's made with black currant that we combine with vanilla and chocolate. And to enjoy it, we're gonna recommend you to grab it from both sides of the water family. And we leave you some napkins to refresh your hands.
Thank you so much.
It's a double trap. We are killing too many predators.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And then of course we have too many jellyfish. And then of
Cute
course
to me is every
it's not
time
enough anymore.
we compliment
What we decide to do
the
is
waiters
to make
say
it
thank
completely
you.
Yeah.
something
Ownership. Technology will be in our future, and I don't know why you want to just like near it. We had no map, so you might as well try to use it to.
Oh wow, it's
much
cool.
in common this time. There is some of the grapes, let's say. Other than that,
From Rose, it's been looking
What do you think overall?
Surveillance.
Yes, exactly. That is what it's called. Actual surveillance. Since we were talking with Big Brother, the impression you had with the eye, as well as internet and technology and how it's such a prominent thing in our lives. You can see the eye on top with the actual plateware that we had earlier, being observed by Big Brother. But if you notice, there's also one TV screen where you can find a live footage of yourself in this room.
Oh no, wait, oh, it's here.
So you're actually being observed as well.
That's cool.
Historical, of course, not about our days. On the other side, for me, are most interesting is about you. There's several cameras just catching you guys. You're not
So, a little trip into the art world for an impression called The Scream. Obviously an iconic piece by the Norwegian artist Edvard Munch, one of Rasmus's favourites. But here we're also trying to give you a little bit of an idea of how Rasmus is viewing the art world. He's often, when he's moved by these pieces, one of his first thoughts is, what does that taste like? So, especially when it came to The Scream, he was having quite a lot of powerful images and tastes and impressions. But I'm not going to tell you what you're about to miss, because we kind of want you to have that same experience. It has been designed to be enjoyed in a certain way. So you take the spoon, you have very small bites, but start at the bottom of the picture and work up. You can explore the flavors of The Scream.
Thank you.
It is called illusion because you have two different illusions in front of you. One of them is a visual one. If you move the stick around, you will notice a visual illusion. Another illusion is what is going to be on the inside because you'll be having chocolate that does not contain any chocolate nor cocoa.
Bakery, no, but unfortunately I haven't been in yours, so I'm sure that's like no, not yet. Okay, okay. But I say that also later. Beautiful. It's kind of getting at you, know? It's 9 p.m. Beautiful bread. So cool.
Maybe like
But you do also your own product, like I've seen like a gem, right?
yeah, we do all
Beautiful. And I mean ingredients there.
everything from scratch. Then we have our main account, which is like
So cool. Oh yeah.
so like baby things, like baby cafe stuff.
Beautiful. No, I like it. And I think actually there's not many at least, isn't it? I mean, I think there's no out of your.
Our area is very
Okay. So maybe your neighborhood, let's say, but out of.
In an area where it's really famous, very like popular,
Okay.
especially like but also not as much.
This is our service kitchen. Of course, downstairs we are doing the big productions and all of the big jobs. We have 50 days with 50 impressions, we have 3 kitchens, we communicate, we have a lot of allergies. So this is the way that we are running the service, and then this is the way we can follow up the table from the downstairs to the next step. We go further. Elevator is here, exactly. Please take a step.
Hello again.
Welcome to the balcony. This is your last dining room. And we have your table over here. Here.
Thank you.
Of course. It's a ginger candy. We have plenty of ginger, touch of Tasmanian honey, and then add a couple of redwood ants for that authenticity of the experience. This one, enjoy in small bites.
Thank you very much.
Festivus cake means grandfather bird, but as you can see, we changed the bird into a moustache, but using the same ingredients. We have different layers of chocolate, we have a touch of vanilla, elberry jam in the middle, and outside we have a cover made of chocolate, dark chocolate, 70%, together with edible called 24 karat. Enjoy this one in a couple of bites.
Fresh.